Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The case that I'm going to be looking into today is the case of Tara Calico. It is a missing persons case from like the 80s. She has been missing for a very long time now. And still we don't know what happened to her. Well, let's jump in. Tara Lee Calico was born on the 20th of February in 1969 in America to parents David and Patty. Now, she did also have 3 siblings. She had Michelle, her sister, Chris, a brother, and Todd was her another brother. And Tara was a very athletic person. She loved doing, like, as a kid, like gymnastics, sports, things like that. And even, so she was actually 19 when she went missing, but even when she was that age, she would go on long bike rides, normally with her mother. So yeah, she was very out and about and loved to exercise and keep healthy in that kind of sense. Now, she actually lived in Belen, New Mexico, and would go missing not far from her hometown. And this was on the 20th of September in 1988. She, as I said, would often do this bike ride. It was like a really long bike ride. I'm not sure whether it was 14 mile. I might be wrong on that. But it was a really long bike ride down New Mexico State Road, and they would go as far as these train tracks and then turn back and carry on back home. Now, like I said, Patty used to do it with her a lot on this occasion, and this particular day she decided not to. But Patty had been a bit weary of the road anyway as of late, because she felt like they were being followed a lot by cars driving past and stuff like that, because you would bike along this road. So she actually wanted her daughter to carry something like mace or something like that, you know, just to make sure that she would be safe and that she could protect herself. But Tara was like not having any of it and was like, don't be silly, I'll be fine. Done it a million times, you know. She was going to set off on this day in particular at 9:30, and she actually said to her mum, you know, if I'm not back by dinner time, and this was jokingly, if I'm not back by 12:30, come out looking for me. And she was joking when she said that. So she set off on her pink mountain bike, with her yellow Walkman and a tape cassette, and off she went. She actually had made plans with her boyfriend to play tennis at 12:30, so, and obviously that is why she wanted to be back for that time as well. They had done this bike ride many times before. Tara could very easily do this bike ride. You know, it's a very long way, but they had done it, and she knew that she could do it. So off she went. But she never came back. Of course, when it got after 12, her mum got in the car and started looking for Tara. She went down the route that Tara would have taken for certain on this bike ride, and she got all the way to the tracks and didn't see any sign of Tara at all. And then she started to panic, got back home and called the police straight away. When the police checked out this road, they actually discovered pieces of the yellow Walkman along the road, and it was thought that maybe, well, her family did think that potentially Tara had put them there to mark the trail, that she had basically been kidnapped. There was also some tire tracks that kind of veered off the road, and some bicycle tracks too, and it looked like there had been a scuffle in that area. So it's widely believed that, again, she was kidnapped or something along those lines. Something happened between Tara and a car, basically, on that morning that prevented her from coming home. Now, either that was maybe some guys were heckling her, having a laugh. Maybe they knocked her off her bike by accident or on purpose, and she either was injured through that and then they took it from there, or she was shouting at them, being really angry, which of course she would be, and then they escalated it from there. Or, again, potentially that she had just been taken. Police went on the scout to find any witnesses whatsoever, and several people did come out and say that they had seen Tara riding her pink bike. Some people had also seen a van type car, a pickup, sorry. It was a light coloured pickup, and it was possibly a Ford from 1953, but that's not confirmed, obviously. It had a camper shell on the back, and it was following very closely behind Tara. Now, I've also seen that somebody actually saw. So I don't know whether this Ford was pulled up at the side of the road for some reason, because it said that somebody dove into the passenger seat. Somebody witnessed this. Somebody dove into the passenger seat once Tara drove past on her bike. This car then set off, and it was literally tailing Tara. Like, they were doing 10 mile an hour in a 55 zone kind of thing. So they were just trying to tail Tara, but she had her earphones in, or whatever it was. So she didn't hear a thing. She didn't even realise that this car was following her at the time. But that's what somebody who had seen them both said. There was a description put out of the man, the driver of this car, but nothing ever came of that. And sadly, you know, nothing happened for a long time. They never found Tara's bike. They didn't have any more leads or anything like that. But the strange thing is, about a year later, 15th of June 1989, a Polaroid photo was found outside of this store next to this van. This woman was walking past, saw it on the floor and thought, what on earth's that? Picked it up, had a look, and it was of two people, a woman, young woman, and a younger boy, and they had duct tape over their mouth, and it looked like they were in the back of a van. I've literally got one of them photos where me and my brothers were having a laugh. We got into the boot of the car, put a rope in our mouths, just for a bit of fun, and took a photo of it, and that was all it was. I'm not saying this is, and I'm not saying it is them being kidnapped, because I don't know. I'm also not saying that it isn't. I'm just saying that it might not be, because I literally have one of them photos. Anyway, if it is a real photo of a real kidnapping, obviously that is devastating, and absolutely nobody wants to witness that. But so how this is relevant to this case, her family actually do believe that the woman in that photo was Tara. Now, it does look similar to her. I personally have no idea. I will put the photos of this photo up and the photo of Tara, like, side by side, so you guys can look at it one-on-one and compare and see what you guys think. Anyway, the police took it in, they looked into it, they couldn't get anything off of the photo because no DNA or anything in that times at the moment. But what they could do is find out where this paper was produced, etc. So they did, and it was a new type of paper where they confirmed that the picture had to have been taken after May of 1989 because the film used to take the photograph wasn't available until then. So, was this Tara in the back of this van after being not kidnapped, she was already kidnapped, but you know what I mean? Did somebody take this photo of her? Someone also came forward to say that they really did believe that the boy in the photo was their son who had gone missing too. Michael Henley disappeared in April of 1988, and he'd actually gone missing while camping with his father, but his body would actually be sadly found a couple years later, not far from where he'd gone missing. So it's basically proved that that was not him in the photo. Oh, something I forgot to mention with regards to Michael, the boy that went missing. He went missing in June of 1999 in the Zuini Mountains, 7 miles from his campsite. And it was thought that he'd actually wandered off because his cause of death was put down as exposure. So he wandered off, got lost, and died to the elements, sadly. And his dad really did want to believe that it was, because if that was his son, then at least he was alive and, as far as he could tell on the photo, being looked after kind of thing. That is what he said as well. Which breaks my heart that they found his remains a bit later. And it was confirmed that, you know, that certainly definitely was not him. So he was no longer alive at that time. Now, lots of police and different bodies of authority looked at these photos and compared. Some believed it was Tara, others didn't. I believe the FBI said that it was inconclusive. Tigger, thank you. Come here. Tiggs. Scotland Yard said that it was definitely her, I think. But then it was analysed again by a laboratory who said that it was not her. Her family really do believe that it is Tara, or was Tara. And they said that's because there is a scar on the girl's leg. in the photo that matches one that Tara had got when she was in a car accident. And there was also a paperback copy of one of Tara's favourite books in the photo nearby, V.C. Andrews' My Sweet Ardina. So yeah, she believed that those two, plus how remarkably similar to Tara this woman looked, that it was definitely Tara. In 1998, Tara was officially, in the eyes of the law, stated as deceased, and a judge did rule her death as a homicide. The problem with that is nobody knows what happened to her. And that's not the only problem. Obviously, if we did find out what happened to her, the statute of limitations for a lot of those things have long since gone by. And the case is still open to this day. Her sister is still looking for her. The police are still working on it. In 2008, for example, it was reported that they received information that two teenagers had accidentally hit Tara. That they were messing around, following her around, accidentally hit her bike, and then they panicked, they killed her, and they covered it all up. But no arrests have been made with regards to that. In 2013, they put together a task force to try and find whoever did this to Tara, but again, still no arrests have occurred from that. But at least they're still working on it. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of this case. If you have enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for similar content. Anyway, that's all I have today on the case of Tara Calico. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.